The garden will be out of bounds in 15 minutes for Big Brother to carry out essential maintenance work.
You needed somewhere for people to live. You needed municipal housing. And I respect that. But I think it's inhumane to expect anyone to live in some of those. I believe that if you put people in cages, they behave like animals. If you put them in buildings that have had craftsmanship, a bit of love, a bit of attention, everyone will naturally be more civilized, and that's something I very, very strongly believe in.
I don't know about that. I think probably they end up wrecking the building.
No, I disagree. I've got faith in human nature, but I think if you show people disrespect and you put people in.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I totally agree with that.
I think the Prince
I've seen back in Pontypool, you know, where they've built. Crook Central.
That's true, but probably those buildings were neat and tidy and nice estates, but I'm saying something different. I'm saying if you actually make something beautiful, if you put turrets...
But who's going to do that? Who is going to, like, spend millions and millions and millions and millions of pounds and years of work to then put, you know, the dropouts of society in there?
Well, I don't believe anyone's a dropout, and I also think that if you... It should be a...
Well, people have dropped out of society, you know, living, you know, totally immorally.
I think if you do a partnership of the state and the private sector, you see also, you know, we've got unemployment problems at the moment, but in the past, when you built properly and you had beautiful sort of Victorian and Edwardian properties being built, you had more people in the building sector. So this is the problem. It's all very well doing things on the cheap, but you'll employ people for less time by doing them and you'll have more unemployment. I'd rather...
Where's all this money coming from, though, Ben?
Well, I think you do it a mixture of ways. You do it from philanthropy, you do it from taxation, you do it from national assets, and you do it from private companies. I think you allow people to make a profit building these things, but you don't allow them to make an obscene profit. I'm a romantic. Not all of my ideas are cost-effective, but I think they're right.
Not all of your ideas are, you know, possible either, are they, really, in the day and age we're living in?
I think they are still possible. I think it takes creativity and it takes dedication.
And a lot of finance. And the shifting of the mind. How are they going to pay millions of pounds to shift a load of, you know, druggies in there?
I agree. Oh.
What? What? So how much do you reckon that meal that I had last night, what they showed tonight on the programme, like a couple of minutes?
Depends what you were saying. You're a very funny man, and you're an interesting man.
Yeah.
So I would have thought they would show. It depends what else happened. It was a fairly boring day yesterday. Not a lot happened.
I had an argument with Kiva. We'll probably have a bit of that on.
Yeah, and John and I had a fisticuff over, and I had no disagreement with the Baron. They'll
You
probably
had a
show me.
disagreement with the Baron?
Well, not a disagreement. He got upset when I made my comments about the Second World War that I thought it could have been avoided. He took that very personally because he thought I was attacking the armed forces. Yeah, of course. This one.
Hey, Benji. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the day.
You weren't on the top.
No.
He wasn't on any team.
At the end of the day.
We've come to that realisation.
I was in a gang of one, Johnny. A gang of one.
When?
Gang of one.
Oh.
He was the leader.
He was the coach, he was the goalkeeper, he was the back four in the midfield and the strikers.
Interesting, Johnny, something that you may or may not expect about me, although I've never been a team person, I've never been on sports teams, I've always had a gang. Like, when I say gang, I've always had...
Group of mates?
Yeah, but I've always led that.
Yeah.
I've never been a follower. Can you tell that?
Yeah.
Never followed anyone. I've always had people follow me. I'm a prophet, Johnny. Ahead of my time.
It's funny because...
I never fell into that trap. I had a girlfriend in Germany and two girlfriends in the UK.
You were a player?
Make the most of it, don't you?
Pardon?
You have to make the most of it when you're young.
Yeah, definitely.
It doesn't happen anymore now, that's it. In them days, you could do what you want. You're a young lad, you can get away with it. Not anymore. Not anymore.
A lot of my friends, because like I have two completely different groups of friends. I have all my straight friends that I've grown up with. Yeah. So I'm the only gay one out of a group. And, well, out anyway. I have my doubts about some of them sometimes. And then my group of gay friends, which are all gay, but my group of straight friends, we're all kind of the same age, 28, 29, and quite a vast majority of them are now in serious relationships, married, or mortgages, or kids. And it's just like, I seem to be like, I seem to be like the odd one out because I don't have any of those.
Yeah.
But one other of my friends, one of my best friends is same as me, doesn't have a girlfriend or a mortgage or still lives with his parents, plays video games.
At that age.
Pardon?
At that age.
Yeah, I know. I keep telling him he's never going to get a girlfriend.
Really pale, white skin and bright blonde hair. White even. My friend's like that. Got a friend who looks like Twiggy.
Right, me?
Well, in her good days. She's got pale skin with bright blonde hair. She's so quirky. Little Amber.
I might do it.
Oh, I could imagine my mate Amber. Right.
Better look after myself. Give a nice child a new home. I'd be dressed in the latest fashions. It'd be awesome.
You'd be able to design all that stuff. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Kids' clothes make some money now these days.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, John? Pardon? I'm just washing some clothes with Iffy. Well, i.e. watching Iffy wash
the clothes.
Yeah. I've been contributing by boiling kettles of water, so there's hot water in the bath. What was your childhood like when you were a child?
Pretty much little English boy running around in the countryside. Pretty quintessential, really, if you think about it. You know, nothing too untoward. Nice little village. A lot of like farmy type stuff happening, and you know, if you can picture a nice little village with white railings around a brook and a nice little church and a couple of pubs and a post office.
Sounds like my grandparents' village.
And just nice, yeah.
Was it like the Darling Buds of May kind of thing?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much like that.
good, really. Apart from like mum and dad are at work, like, then you're like sort of just, you know, left to your own devices, or you was given to somebody else while they were at work, like, you know what I mean? Which was a bit. Everyone was your auntie in them days, weren't they? Your next door neighbour was your auntie. Funny. No, good. No, we had a good, I'd say we had a good childhood. Very good. Weren't spoilt any way, shape or form. Had it hard at times, but, you know.
I'm loving it.
Did the paint come out of your top here?
Yeah, perfect.
I've just seen some of the footage of some of the Big Brother